Hi everyone, my name is Derk. I'm gonna switch quickly to my slides because I'm only working on one screen. Um, Lovely introduction by Kevin and Tarek. My name is Derk. I'm product marketing manager at Storyblok. Currently living in Lisbon, but originally from the Netherlands. This is actually the first day in Lisbon that summer really begins. It's almost 20 degrees today, so really lovely weather. And a good day to present you all about agile content workflows. I already heard the word collaboration a couple of times, and I think that's a perfect bridge to talk about workflows and how agile content workflows, where it comes from, what agile actually means, where it benefits your business, and also how Storyblok can help you set up agile workflows. So yeah, let me dive right in. So agile is of course the latest years. It's become a real buzzword. For example, when I was looking up some information about agile, I found some lovely quotes. Planning is everything, plans are nothing, and all those standard quotes that everyone might have heard. And those all are linked to agility and agile. So it really means if you Google it, you can really see that agile has become a standard and a way of living and a buzzword. So later on in the presentation, I'm coming back to these quotes. But first of all, as everyone might have known and heard about agile, what actually is agile? Where did this whole method come from? So going back in history, before agile methods, first of all, this was mainly used in software development. And before agile methods, the waterfall method was mainly used, which meant that you had one project and you decided everything up front, and the whole project was then taken in steps. So first the requirement step, then design, then implementing, and so in the end you would have launched a complete project, which sounds fine. However, for software products, it could take years before a whole project was finalized, and also within those years, customer demands could change. So in the end, after a few years, when you have launched your product, the demands have changed. You launch a product that didn't have market fit. So actually, it was a losing project. So therefore, in the beginning of 2000s, 17 developers came together in America, called the Snowbird 17, and they came up with the Agile Manifesto, and they thought of several values and principles to make this process better. And this was mainly focused around collaboration, flexibility, and iteration. So not designing a project up front, but during the project, iterating with customer needs, customer demands, and really launching small parts of the project at a time, so you can continuously adapt to new demands. And as mentioned on the previous slide, this became quite mainstream. So it started with software development, but also later on, it became like a whole project management system method. But as you can see, lots of companies using it now. The results are really amazing. Apple, Microsoft have been using it in their software development processes, but also outside of software development, this has been widely adopted. So you can see here a cartoon of surgery going in an agile way. But also, I've recently heard from my girlfriend about KonMari, and this is a trend about doing cleaning your house in an agile way. This has become a real big topic. And this mainly said that agile has not only stayed at software development, but it's become a style of living to approach projects in the best way possible and achieve the highest results. So where does agile now fit in today's digital market and in content workflows? Well, if we look at today's digital market, there are so many options for customers. You have multiple sales cycles. You have the festive season. You have Cyber Monday. You have Black Friday. All sorts of things. And almost every month there's a new important sales cycle. And not only this, also the customers want to see the products or their experience on all kinds of channels. What does this mean? It means that you, as a company who has products, but also as, for example, B2B SaaS company, you have to have content that's continuously being updated and has to adapt to customer needs and wants. So we really have to adapt really quickly and go to market in the best way as possible. And how is it going now? Well, looking at a study that Incisive, if I pronounce it correctly, it's an analyst firm recently did in Q3 2022. Around 56% of the surveys of the people who did the survey said that launching a new product line online would take them 3 weeks or more. So if you compare this with the customer needs and wants who continuously want to have personalized, up-to-date experiences, and looking at that a new product line will take 3+ weeks to launch, that's completely not in line with what the customer's needs and wants are. So from here on, you can see that there are still big steps we can take to make the go-to-market time shorter and make sure that you are always on top of mind of the customer with your content. So where does Storyblok help you and help other businesses to create these agile content workflows based on collaboration, based on continuous iteration, and based on shortest possible go-to-market times? Well, then we would like to look at how Storyblok works for the main teams that work on content. For example, for the first group, for the developers, you have to only create a component once and you can use it everywhere. So whenever we want to go to market, a developer in our team can simply create one component and says, I'm a marketer, so it says to me, this is the component. Please don't ask me annoying questions anymore. If you want to change anything with the component yourself, you can do so. But this keeps a lot of requests out of his or her backlog and also makes it really easy for me to use that component and really quickly go to market with this component. And that takes us to the content team. So the content team has the possibility to do independent visual editing with Storyblok. The developer creates a component and the content team can simply reuse this component in all kinds of ways he or she wants. So you don't have any dependency on other teams anymore. You can simply create a new page and use the components created by a development team to create your content. And also within the CMS, you can directly collaborate with each other. So that also saves time and a lot of Slack threads and email threads. And you can also customize your own publishing workflow. So all in all, this makes sure that you are collaborating more, the silos are being less, and you can go to market quicker. And finally, the performance marketers within the team can simultaneously add meta text, for example, to optimize the SEO performance. So when you combine these three teams together, who are like the main teams in a content workflow, and add them in this figure, you can really see that simultaneously within one CMS, the developer team can create a component, the content team can do this editing and the copywriting, and the marketing team can personalize it and optimize it for SEO performance. So this really shows that previously when you really had to wait for a development team to make some changes or one of the marketers to add the SEO optimizing tools, you can now do it all together at the same time, which really, really drastically reduces your go-to-market time, which is what the customers need nowadays. So if we quickly look at some of the results that some of our customers had looking at the content workflows, you can see that for example, Oatly created 16 global websites in 2 months, and compare this to the 3+ weeks where a new product line was implemented on average in the study. You can see that almost like in 8 weeks, 16 global websites have been produced, which is way more than just one new product line. So you can really see the benefits of an agile content workflow with Storyblok in this. So I would really like to invite you all to a webinar that we have on Wednesday, the 1st of March, where Facundo, who's a DevRel engineer at Storyblok, and I will create a complete project around go-to-market plan to help you show how it works from a developer side, but also from a marketer side, how we work together. And within that webinar, we will create a full new content experience for a customer, and we'll show you how quickly this can be done and how it can save you or other businesses time to go to market. So I really would like to invite you to join that webinar, the 1st of March. You can go to our website to sign up for this. And coming back to some of the agile quotes in the beginning, In the Netherlands, we have a tegeltje. It's that's Dutch for tile, and those are little stone tiles which always have quotes on them, wisdom quotes. And I would like to end with one quote in my own tile, that with Agile content workflows and software that works for all teams, so the developer and the marketer teams, you can quickly create, adapt, and refine, and thus really add value to your customers. So that's it from my side. Kevin and Derek, you're up again. Thanks.